Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to this platform, Global Leadership Perspective. This is a platform where we talk about issues concerning leadership in a way that is palatable to all of us. Uh, Yesterday, the 27th of March 2023, I talked about and asked whether the presidency leadership in Kenya is on trial, and I gave a background to it, and I explained in details, and I concluded by giving ourselves an assignment to observe keenly the behavior of the presidency, especially following the Monday, the 27th of March, that the opposition was to continue with their agitation in terms of picketing and demonstration against items that they have clearly pointed out. And so then the question is, when we look at when we observe and analyze what happened on the 27th of Monday, did the behavior of presidency and also the people within the ruling party meet the threshold? Before we say yes or no, let us give some meat to this, and then we can decide. There are things that we have seen, especially yesterday, the Monday, during the demonstration, that are indeed worrying. And if you are a Kenyan of goodwill, concerned of this land, concerned of the affairs of the nation, then you cannot afford to sleep well. You cannot afford to sleep without asking yourself serious questions. We saw the police continuing with their brutality to the people who are demonstrating. People who are within their right to demonstrate, people who have been given the backing of the Constitution, and they are allowed to picket and to demonstrate. And then we continue to see the police dealing with them ruthlessly like criminals. People who are unarmed, and people who have said the intention is to conduct peaceful demonstrations. They had even taken a case to the court. They wanted the court to declare the demonstration illegal. And the court declined, and they indeed quashed the case, saying that it's not within their jurisdiction, because they knew definitely that will be violating the fundamental of the Constitution. So they declined. Or maybe the government wanted to capitalize on that to carry out a few serious activities, maybe constituting of some element of arrest, serious arrest of high-profile politicians. So the way the police continues to deal with the people, it is still indicating a leadership that is in trouble. It is still pointing out to police that is completely not professional. And the other thing that is completely worrying is actually which point out to some of the things that were reported during the post-election of 2000, post-violent election of the 2007 and 8. Some of the politicians themselves confessed that by then the government will go buy vehicles, go and position them where the people were demonstrating, and they would set them ablaze, and then they would say that the people had lost election. They were destroying people's property, and so they will use that to term them illegal entity. And I see the same script repeating even during these maandamano or demonstrations. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because there were reports by Mr. Odinga that the government, led by the deputy president, the few people, they had planned to cause mayhem during their demonstration, and they demonstrated that. And today, I mean, that Monday, we saw if things the way unfolded. They pointed out exactly, and some of the things they pointed out, we saw them happening. And the other thing, some of the high-profile members of the ruling party, they came up on social media and even openly during their forum and indicated that they are going to attack, especially the properties of the former president. And that was seen. We saw people intruding into the property, destroying, looting, and I want to say that we have really gone too low. If we look at even how other presidents and government has dealt with people, I don't think they have dealt with people to that level. And I just want to say this government has just gone too low. They have just demonstrated that indeed, even if you want to retaliate, you don't go to that extent. Does it mean, so what kind of seeds are you planting, honestly, as a government? What are your objectives? Should other people begin to do the same? And how is it going to help the country? I feel that this is indeed one of the moments where you would want to hide your face, behind the fence when it is mentioned that this is what is happening in your country, because it is really embarrassing. And this lies squarely on the presidency and the leadership of the government, of the government, whether he is in the country or the president or is not in the country. Where he is just a phone call away. Why would things be going wrong? That's why people would believe the theories that has been advanced. He planned and left. He knew what will be happening. If not, is there indication to see that there were intervention to stop some of the things that are happening? And by the way, Mr. President is right here in Germany, and on the Monday, the 27th, there is a strike. The transport system, especially all the trains, they have put their tools down. They're demonstrating. They are asking for a few things to be done. When the president is in town here in Germany, a large crowd of people in hundreds, they are demonstrating. The police is giving them cover, is protecting them, guiding them to ensure everything is in place, and they are demonstrating peacefully without causing mayhem. It is a paradox for me, because you're visiting a country and then you're freely walking around. Does that even disturb you? If I was the president, I would be disturbed, because back at home, something opposite is happening. Something different is happening. Your police are unleashing brutality on the people that are demonstrating. The state is sponsoring openly, broad daylight, goons to destroy people's properties. And then we talk of anarchy. What else is anarchy if the government itself can sponsor anarchy within itself? I feel that the presidency has gone too low. Too low, and we need people to speak these things with courage so that it can go down on the record that people pointed them out. You cannot say you want to retaliate. Even if you want to retaliate, how many presidents do we have in Kenya? You want to tell me those presidents were not wronged